but internally, I can
We
latch
can
onto
feel.
that.
Reference not acknowledged.
Exactly. Oh, if I had $1 for every time that happens in real life, I would be retired eating green jelly beans.
Mm, I
YouTube
want
should
jelly
be
beans.
live, but it might take a little while to catch up. But if anybody wants to tweet
Well,
anything
I hope everyone
exciting-
is having a good Sunday.
Good Sunday to you.
I'm having one of those weeks. I'm just waiting for that third thing to just explode in my face. So,
We'll do our best not to explode.
Yeah,
yes.
we will try
Hopefully
not to
it won't
be
be
the thing
us.
that explodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only your popularity on the internet.
All right, I went to YouTube and got the link, so I'm just going to tweet that.
Somebody says hooray. Hello, Robbie.
Oh,
So
good.
I think we're live. Or they're just saying hooray.
I have tweeted. I'm recording. You all are recording. You all are in Roll20. You hopefully have your character sheets up.
We are ready to hit the ground running.
Yes, teacher.
Oh, I didn't mean to be using my teacher voice. Um,
It's handy.
Let me just open up my list of bad things that are going to happen to you.
I can
Oh.
picture
I mean-
all of us sitting at the back of the class. I mean,
Yeah. Sort
Ma-
of
This is a
snickering,
very back of the class group.
snickering, sharing notes back and forth.
maybe Micah is one row in front of us because he's slightly
this is
the
true.
better student.
All right, let me ask before we start the episode just a place where someone will help me with the rules / procedural question. I believe many, if not all of you, have readied actions prepared. I will tell you,
Right.
your ready actions are about to trigger. I think that's where we're going to start. I always get a little mixed up in terms of what then happens to the initiative order with things. So,
Oh yeah, that part is confusing to me as well.
Yeah.
The
yes.
If we readied in initiative order, would they not trigger perhaps? In initiative
I think they will
order?
trigger in initiative order. I think you technically move in the initiative order so that you're like, theoretically kind of lose your place and are right before the creature that triggered the action, basically, because you
Yeah.
interrupt their turn, as it were, right?
So I am hiding in a cupboard.
You are not readying an action. You're just hiding in a cupboard.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I will tell you, Nyasta, you are at the top of the list. So if you want to ready an action before other people's things happen, that you have that opportunity. to
Well,
do so.
I
But
figure I'm going to just throw knives at anything that appears. So
that is your MO.
that is
All right.
my action.
Should we do it? Should we do the thing?
let's go.
I
Let's
think
go.
we
Let's
do
go.
the
Let's
thing.
go.
Do
Let's
it.
go. Let's go. Let's go.
Hustle.
Go.
Let's
Whoa,
go.
Scoden.
Recording. Okay, I'm good.
Everyone's recording. Haha.
Recording.
Mateo Lunt says sounded video okay. Thank you, Mateo. Welcome back to Total Party Kill. It's me, Tony Sindelar, or as I am known on Total Party Kill in the video feed at least, Dungeon Tony. I use he, him pronouns today. We are continuing one of our lovely Candlekeep adventures, specifically The Price of Beauty, where adventurers have gone to a spa and things have been just great until we got to the end of the adventure and now there's combat. Allow me to introduce our players. We are in the midst of kind of in a battle, at least a tense action sequence. So I'm going to introduce them in initiative order. They will remind you of who they are as people and as characters, and then I'll do a quick recap of what's going on. At the top of the order, it's James Thompson. James, welcome back.
I have he, him pronouns. I'm playing Nyasa Nightweaver, she, her, who is a high elf rogue ex-assassin who has taken up a strategic position and is not hiding in a cupboard.
Also joining us, it's Annette Wierstra. Hi, Annette.
Hello, I am playing Valente, a female druid elf, sister to Nyasa, and current assassin. I've never given it up because I like killing things.
I didn't say I didn't
also-
like it.
Just for the money. Also joining us, it's Aline Sims. Welcome back, Aline.
Hello, my pronouns are she, her, and I am playing Jasper, the Tabaxi monk, whose pronouns are also she, her.
And next up, it's Monty Ashley.
Hi, I'm Monty Ashley. My pronouns, as well as those of my character Townley Mountain Taker, are he, him. Townley is a warlock for the Queen of Air and Darkness, who gave him magical eyes.
And last, but certainly not least, it's Micah Sargent. Welcome back, Micah.
Well, hello there, Tony Sindelar. I don't know where this voice came from, but here it is.
It's a bit of a brogue there, you know.
Just a bit of a brogue. Anyway,
A touch of pirate, I think.
Ajguri Lone Walker Mako Tatahani, he and I both use he, him pronouns. Oh, and he goes by Lone Walker. He's a Goliath Paladin. He's a soft boy.
Well, what have our adventurers been up to? One of the librarians from Candlekeep Library has gone missing, and at the behest of his friend and co-worker, you went looking for that librarian. The librarian, Falthrax Loader, a dwarven librarian, who, don't you know, not sucked through, but I guess probably entered of his own volition a portal conjured up from a book. Libraries, the real dangerous people. Great, they're lovely and important pillars of our community, but they are dangerous. At least in the world of Dungeons and Dragons. Traveling through that portal just took you through to another place on the Sword Coast. Didn't travel you into some kind of extra planar dimension or to some kind of horrible book dungeon or something like that. But it took you to a spa. But all was not well at that spa. And after spending several sessions just, taking it easy, getting to know people, chatting a lot of people up, it has come time to have a final confrontation with management, as all good adventures are so structured. And our adventures have led an onslaught on to the tower behind the spa, where a trio of, are they elves? Are they something more? Has set up shop. They have fought their way to the second floor of the tower and are taking up position as they know that interlopers are making their way both down and up the tower in their direction. So I think that is where we pick up. You are all kind of taking up various positions around this kitchen that takes up half of the second floor. You have not investigated what's on the other half of the second floor. There's a third floor to the tower, and you've fully explored the first floor of the tower, I believe. Maybe not. You've been there before, at least. Anything we need to clarify or figure out before things get real?
Yeah, just one. What color are the eyes of our little dwarven friend?
Slaughter. They are auburn eyes.
Auburn eyes. Good to know.
Yes.
Good to know.
Yes.
Just
I just want to point out that I realize this is a literal boss battle.
Yes. Yeah. Manager mishaps, boss battle. You want to talk to somebody, and it is, these are things that are happening.
All right. Sometimes life forces you into being a Karen, and you need to speak to the manager.
Yes. So here is the question: something is coming up the stairs, something is coming down the stairs. Who is going to arrive on the scene first? I guess that's what initiative order is for. Clomping up the stairs to find you on the second floor is a creature looking to mix things up. It appears to be a stone gargoyle. It has kind of the appearance of an elf with wings. More perceptive players might notice it as one of the gargoyles that was perched over the door to the tower, and it has been set up to deal with interlopers. I will tell you, just strictly speaking from, a kind of a tactical gargoyle perspective, gargoyles would prefer to be places where you don't know that they're gargoyles. They would prefer to be places where having flight would be really
advantageous.
Advantageous is a word that I meant to use. And so, what's not great is being on a cramped stairway. And I think, this is a kind of a cramped spiral staircase. I think basically the gargoyle enters melee range as it comes into sight of your eyes, Townley, specifically your magic eyes.
So is this a third gargoyle, the second living gargoyle? Because I thought that Lone Walker gave some looks at the gargoyle that was by the front door, and we determined that it was just a statue and not something more.
I believe there were 2 gargoyles by the front door, and you determined that one was a statue, and then a second one was there, and then went somewhere.
And then
So
the one that's already dead on the map is from
that
somewhere
was
else?
one that was positioned in the kitchen.
Okay,
So,
that's what I
yeah.
missed. Okay, cool.
Let me say, I think there are several statues present throughout this tower. A subset of those statues are gargoyles.
Gargoyles. Got it.
Gotcha. So, all right. So this gargoyle appears at the top of the stairs. I think this will trigger attacks from a variety of people. Looking at the things that you wrote down, I think Townley, does this trigger your attack? Lone Walker, I think it does not trigger your attack because I think you're focused on things coming down the stairs.
That is true.
But Jasper, I think you want to fire a dart. Valente, I think you want to fire a moonbeam.
Attack.
Okay, well, this thing comes into melee range and goes to attack Townley.
Okay.
So, yeah. Townley, I'm gonna roll some attacks on you. Okay.
Okay. Let me know when one hits, because then
right.
my Armor of Agathis will do something.
All right. The gargoyle attempts to hit you with a claw attack. I rolled a pretty good 20, maths 20 versus armor class.
That
I
will
have to say
hit.
versus armor class. It's 5th edition. Sorry, we played Game World early this week. The gargoyle reaches out with its horrible stone talons and slices across you, Townley, for 5 slashing damage. It then kind of lunges forward and tries to bite you.
It took 5 cold damage when it did 5 damage.
5 cold damage.
And it took away my 5 temporary hit points.
It then tries to bite you. And I have rolled a 17 to bite you.
Oh, that will hit me. This was a bad plan.
5 piercing damage. It just sinks its stony fangs into your arm. All right. What triggers here?
Well, my dart.
I had to use the word down.
I think there was some debate.
Micah, don't worry.
I think there was some debate as to whether Nyasa's was going to trigger anything at this point.
I think you could throw it. I think you could have been ready with a blade to throw at this thing if you want.
Okay. Well, I will pop out of a cupboard, strategic cupboard, and
think of it. It's more of a murder armoire.
And there's the title. Okay. Well, let's see. With my psychic blades, I have rolled. That's a 21. Will that hit a gargoyle?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, this gargoyle will be surprised because I got my sneak attack. So I do 1d6 plus 4 plus an additional 3d6 damage, which gives me 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 plus 4, 15 damage.
15 damage to this gargoyle.
Then I think I can throw another one. Which was a 16 plus 7, I think. Yes, 16 plus 7, so that's going to hit. But it only does 1d4 plus 4. Which was a 4, so 8.
Wow, okay.
Additional 8.
Blades are sailing out at that gargoyle.
And then...
actually, I need to check. Was all of that magical or non-magical weapons?
It was magical.
Okay.
Okay, so I can... No, I guess that was probably... That was my bonus action.
That was probably your... Remember, this is like you had to have a readied action. So your readied action was something shows up, I throw a zillion daggers at it.
I mean, it's on brand. Okay, I think that's all I can do.
Valente, are you moonbeaming something?
Yes. How close is this gargoyle to Townley? Because I don't want to moonbeam Townley, and the radius is 5 feet. I can like target 5 feet.
It is. I would say Townley is within that radius.
Okay, so I will like think I'll be like, whoa, I can't trigger that because I don't want to like damage my friend Townley.
Okay.
I mean, I'm an assassin, but I don't
Yeah.
assassinate my friends.
I think
Not
that
for
basically
free.
kind of costs you around. I'll tell you, in the future, you would need to kind of like. I don't love ready to actions as a mechanic because it feels like you're like, let's introduce computer programming into Dungeons and Dragons. Only James would like that.
I would like
Where
that.
you have to enter a complicated phrase like, I moonbeam an attacker if I see an attacker, but if my moonbeam wouldn't hit a friend like that, I think that would be a valid ready to action.
That-
I'm
Yeah.
inferring that
But
is
I did
what
not
you...
do that.
That just
Yeah.
sounds like wishes with genies, and I think you
Yeah,
like
it's-
that.
Yeah.
Monkey paw curls.
And I did not thoroughly articulate options. So I will hold off moonbeaming.
Okay. And because some mean dungeon masters would say, I attack the first thing that comes through the door, and if like the person through the door was like your friend,
Yeah,
bam,
then
face
you would
full of
have to
moonbeam.
attack them. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we're not going to do that today. Jasper, you want to throw a dart?
Yeah, and I got a 20 to hit.
All right. Now I will tell you, gargoyles are resistant to non-magical weapons, so probably the
Yeah.
gargoyle is not going to take all the dart damage.
Yeah, none of my damage is magical, unfortunately. So that's like
It's, I mean, you're a monk,
half
right?
of half of 7, but still better than nothing.
Yeah.
All right, I will tell you.
Still more than 0.
You have bloodied at this point the gargoyle. It is looking, I mean, it doesn't have blood, but it's all of its what are supposed to be jagged edges are all kind of smoothed over. It has been heavily polished. It is like it has been exposed to generations of acid rain. So
It's dripping mortar.
yeah. So the gargoyle has come down the stairs. Townley, did you have something other? You cast that thing that protected you. Was that what you had, or
That
did
was
you
my
also-
action on my last turn. Yes.
do you have a ready action that would have triggered then, or
No, because I don't have a ready action because I spent my action casting a spell.
Got you. So I think it is now your turn. Something's going to happen immediately after your turn. Spoiler. So.
I'm going to toll the dead on this jerk.
Mm-hmm.
Please make a wisdom saving throw. Your target is 15.
Wisdom saving throw for this person. This gargoyle has rolled a 9.
Excellent. He's going to take 2d12 necrotic damage because he has already taken some
What?
damage.
I'm just gonna reveal a little bit more of the map just so you can see the tokens. It's where it's like, let's do all of the combat on this one little square of the spiral staircase.
It's like a sort of fight in an elevator or a
Yeah,
corridor
it is. It's like what if we found somewhere more cramped than a single doorway?
It will take 12 damage necrotic.
12 necrotic damage. I will tell you that gargoyle is not looking good. It's almost as if all of you focus fire and hit it with every attack that you just did. Anything else?
No, if I walk away, it's probably going to
It will
hit me
swipe
with
at you.
enough. Yeah, so no, I'm just going to stand here in front of it, I think.
All right.
Looking it in the eye. What?
Coming down the stairs is an elven figure. You did not meet this. Happens to be the third of the 3 sisters. I don't think you met her, but I believe you saw a picture of her. So you recognize her, and she looks pissed off that people are causing a ruckus in her in her kitchen. Here's the 3 sisters in the portrait that was hanging in the lounge with their dog. If you need to remember who they are. So I think you met and interacted with 2 of the sisters. You happened to not cross paths with the third one. She was there somewhere, but this
Probably
is.
did.
Did you?
I don't think
Maybe
the
I'm
bar?
mistaken. Maybe I'm remembering. She did. I thought you hung out with one in the
misremembering?
bar, and you hung out with one in the. I want to call it the
Workout
gym,
The workout
the,
place, yeah.
yeah,
I think
the
this
workout
one was hiding the whole
garden.
time.
Yeah, this I will tell
got
you.
it.
I mean, just
I
behind the
misunderstood.
scenes, this sister basically runs the kitchen, and I think you never happen to poke around in the kitchen.
A
So
chef.
this, oh yes, this is. I think you would know her name. This is. What's her name?
Blobbern Song.
No, she hasn't got on.
I get it.
It's Green Song. It's Green Song.
Mhm.
Yeah, we can see the name on
It's
the
on the
token.
token.
Okay, I was trying to figure out if that was a first name or a last name. Her name appears to just be Green Song. So Green Song comes down the stairs. She has kind of greenish hair, and I believe, and she's got kind of a strange veil over her eyes, and the expression on her face is one of deep annoyance.
Checks out.
And I believe that will trigger your
Hmm.
thing.
Warhammer.
Warhammer.
Yes. So let me see, because I'm going to do a thing. I just have to remember what that thing is. Where is the one that lets me when you hit? Okay, so let me try to hit first.
Pro tip.
So, a 14 versus AC.
That will not hit Green Song. She definitely, even in the crowded spiral staircase where you have chosen to fight her, kind of flattens against one wall to avoid your blows.
Luckily, I've got 2 attacks. So let me try that. How about a 23 to hit?
Yeah, she flattens against the wall and dodges your first attack, the second attack, and not so. She doesn't have a lot of room to operate here.
Okay, so what's going to happen is as the Warhammer raises up, you see this divine light sort of surround the Warhammer's head. And let me see how this works. Expend 1 spell slot to deal 2d8 extra radiant damage to the target, plus 1d8 for each spell level higher. So I'm just going to do 2d8. And plus 1d8 against undead or fiends. So if this creature happens to be an undead or fiend, it would be 3d8 radiant damage.
It's not.
Plus the regular rate. Okay, so then we will just do the regular damage plus radiant damage. So first is 10 normal physical bludgeoning damage.
All right.
And then let me... Hello, excuse me, please. I need you out of my way. 2d8. I'll just do that here. Slash roll 2d8. And 11 radiant damage.
Oh, that is not great for Green Song.
So,
All
yes.
right. All set.
21 damage. That is all Lone Walker can do, I believe. Although I do have a bonus action. Do I want to try something here?
I think you would have had to kind of have it readied.
Oh, that's right. I would have had to. Yeah, you're right.
Yep.
Okay, no, then that's all I can do.
All right. Green Song is, I guess it's her turn that got interrupted there, and she kind of calls out, "Sisters, to me!" Green Song kind of changes appearance. There is not an elf standing before you, but a strange, unpleasant-looking woman with kind of gnarled green skin. Can your skin be gnarled? That might not make any sense. And she looks extremely irate that you all are here. And she points at you, Lone Walker, and she just says, "Dance!" And I need you to make a wisdom save.
Okay, that's exciting.
And she's shooting at your feet with an old-timey gun. Dance! Dance!
Okay, I needed to mark off that spell slot that I used. Okay, so a wisdom save, you said?
Indeed.
How does a 21 work?
All right. You have there's like a rhythm that kind of permeates
feel
your, but you shake it off. You're like, now is not the time.
We
because
shall not dance at
yes,
this point.
you can tell that there was some kind of enchantment being used against you to make you dance against
In
your
fact,
will.
Lone Walker turns to everyone and says, "This one appears to attack by making you dance."
I mean, this was a spell.
That's how he sees it right now.
Yeah. I will say that you see they all, I think they all move on the same turn. The other sisters of this creature seem to be crowding down the hall, and you briefly catch a sight of Azirsa and Morgana before they also transform into slightly less pleasant looking creatures. And the question is, do they have the ability to, in this crowded hallway, actually do anything?
I don't know. There's a gargoyle in the way.
Well, actually, they're coming down,
Uh,
but their sister is in the way. So I would say certainly not all three of them can crowd in behind Lone Walker. So I think Lone Walker, you're aware that there are creatures coming down the stairs. There is multiple creatures coming down the stairs at you. I put them on the map in part for my placement, but I think you are kind of holding the gates as
I
it were
am
here.
kind of being a bit of a bulwark. Yeah.
I'm going to say one of them is going to try and do a range spell on you. I think that is within the abilities of this crowded hallway here, but the third one behind cannot do anything to you that would probably not hit one or both of her sisters first. So let's see here. So kind of striking out from behind the sisters, you see Azirsa, a beam of crackling blue energy lances out from her hand in the direction of Lone Walker. It's kind of an arc of lightning. I'm going to make this with disadvantage because it's crowded and she's trying to not hit her sister. I have rolled a not very impressive, let's see, 6 plus, probably your armor class is very high. So
It is.
All right, then I'm not doing the math on that. Okay, so she scorches a bolt of lightning, probably much too close to Green Song. Yeah, so
Cool.
okay. So that was management. Nyasa Nightweaver, you are next.
Shall we finish off the gargoyle? Or should
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Gargoyle.
what I'm thinking. Okay,
Especially since you have magical.
yeah, that's my thought. I will attempt the same thing again, because it's the best thing I've got, so I will keep doing it. That was an 18 plus a 7, which
You're
is
rolling hot dice. All right.
that by Peacock. All right, so that is where have they gone? 46 plus 4, because sneak attack, or it's not really a sneak attack, but everybody's standing next to them, so I get that is 20 damage.
Okay. Your magic and blades cut through the air, and then they cut through the gargoyle, who crumbles into just lumps of rock that kind of then scatter down the stairs.
Can we have the sort of paused thing where the slices just fall off one by one?
Yes.
Chunk.
It's the gargoyle was claymation this entire time.
Yes, Harryhausen style. Yeah. The sisters hiss at you.
Well, I will chuck one bonus action dagger at whatever the green one.
Yes. Her elf name was Green Song. I'm going to tell you these are hags. Her hag name is Auntie Greenbones. So.
She should see somebody about that.
Green bones. I thought you said green buns, and I was thinking of sort of Cat in the Hat style or Dr. Zeus style stuff.
I rolled a 17. How does that do?
17 is the armor class of a hag.
Hurrah, we have established that. Okay, so for my bonus one, that is 1d4 plus 4. D4 plus 4 is 7.
7 damage.
Yep.
All right.
7.
They don't have any immunities to stuff, so it doesn't matter what kind of damage it is.
Psychic knife damage.
Psychic knife damage. Valente?
Okay, so now that we have like 3 of them crammed in the stairway, do I have space to like set a 5-foot diameter?
I will say no. It's really tight spaces here. So, I mean, you could hit, especially, I think you really only have line of sight on Auntie Greenbones, who's at the front of the pack. But that pack basically, it's Lone Walker and a bunch of hags. So,
Well, then,
sorry, this is not the ideal battlefield for Moonbeam, I think is the answer.
Well, I thought if it could sit it in the stairway and block it.
It's a very tight stairway.
Well, then I'm going to throw my ice knife at them.
At Auntie Greenbones?
Yes.
Knives are always good.
And I rolled a 20, not a crit.
Math's 20 will hit Auntie Greenbones.
And 7 points of damage.
All right.
As a bonus, I can do a healing word, Townley, if you need.
I'm fine for now.
Okay.
I could use.
You can?
If it's not going to use a spell slot, yeah.
It does use a spell slot, but this is probably our final battle. I'm guessing. So I'm
down about a quarter of my hit points, so
I can do a level 1.
I don't know. What does everyone think?
I think we should health up if we can, for sure.
Yeah.
And I got you 3 points extra.
Okay.
It's not much.
But... Better than nothing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Valente, all set?
Yes. Done.
Jasper, you are next, followed by Townley.
Yeah. I'm not great at ranged. Is there room for me to get in there?
I think in the current configuration, Lone Walker is like the doorway.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not a mimic, but I might be a door. Yeah, because you're a monk, right? So you want to be punching people.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay. That's all up close. Deflect missiles doesn't help. Okay. I think I just have darts.
Throw them.
Throw them if you got them.
Yep. Every little helps.
It does. I like
punching and kicking.
Yeah. Really a violent person.
I mean, we could let them all in the room, but I think that might be tactically bad. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I got a 14 to hit. It's real tight in there.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to hit Lone Walker. Is not my finest hour. Do I want to move? I don't even know if I want to move.
There's not a lot of at this point. It's basically you either are Lone Walker or you're in range distance of these individuals.
Yeah.
So there's not a lot of exciting positioning in this kitchen.
I think that's it. I think I fire a dart, I miss, and I stand here doing nothing. That's my exciting turn.
Townley, you are standing. The wreckage of a gargoyle is in front of you. There appears to be something happening in your peripheral vision off to your left.
Did Jasper actually fire a dart?
Yeah, Jasper threw a dart and it missed.
Okay. So although it looks like I'm near Auntie Greenbones, if I walk away, she won't opportunity attack me.
Yeah, I think you are not actually adjacent to her. I know on the grid of the map it kind of looks like it, but I think that she can't get there. The pillar of the central stairway is in the way, so yeah, you could move freely.
All right, I'm going to walk over here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess here, here, here. I'm
All
going
right.
to stand on this table
Yeah.
and do the I'm going to Eldritch Blast this jerk.
All right.
You have the high ground.
James.
I'm sorry.
That's 2 blasts at her. And they are both a 20.
Those will both hit. That's
16 points of damage.
Ow! Auntie Greenbones, aka Green Song, is not looking great. She is what you would call bloodied. Let me just get something set up here for a second. Just finding a visual of what these creatures look like for you.
Thank you.
Yes, she is bloodied and she is mad.
Oh.
Ooh.
I'm sorry.
Ow.
I knew that was going to bloody her without writing down the number. Was that 16 damage, Monty?
That was 16 damage.
All right. Yeah, she is not in a good way. All right. So Lone Walker, you are next, and then the hag go.
Yes. So I'm curious, folks, do we think it is a good idea? Lone Walker can attack and do some stuff, or Lone Walker can use his action to disengage so he doesn't get hit and move out of the way so that we can let the enemy pour in and we can have more melee. I'm curious what everybody thinks. If I should continue to kind of be a stopgap between us and them, as we kind of take them on a little bit one by one, or do you want us to? Well, actually, I guess I could if I could kill. If I could
Have
kill
you asked a question
Greenbones-
yet?
Yeah, I know. I started to, but I just realized that I could probably, if she's bloodied, there's a chance I could kill her, and then I could move without having to worry about.
Right.
Let me try to do that first. All right. So Lone Walker is going to go for another Warhammer attack. That was that was a 12.
Smash! As you hit the side of the narrow spiral staircase, spraying chips of rock at Auntie Greenbone's feet. Smash! As you hit the other side with a 10.
Yeah. So that was not great.
The property damage, though, Micah, was,
Anyway, in answer to your question, I think you should stay there because fighting one at a time is better than fighting 3 at a time.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Right.
Although you
Well, I'm
may
stuck
die.
here now anyway.
You might die,
So-
but I think
This is-
overall it'll be better.
All
All right.
We'll heal you.
Yeah.
That's all Lone Walker is going to do on
All
Lone
right.
Walker's turn.
The 3 sisters are next, and perhaps sensing that this is not an advantageous situation for them, Lone Walker, they all disappear in front of your eyes as if they have turned invisible. But even when you're invisible, you can still you still create sounds and certainly smells in the same sense of these creatures. And Lone Walker, you are aware of that these 3 creatures are moving away from you, including one that was right in front of you, who is going to trigger an opportunity attack from you with disadvantage because they are invisible.
Okay. Let me set that up. So now it's at disadvantage, and we do a roll. So 7. Yeah, that's not going to hit.
All right. Wow, you are not on a great streak there, Mike.
Nope. I shouldn't have turned on beyond 20 because now my rolls suddenly stink.
Yep, that's how it works.
That's how it works.
Dice by Peacock is listening. Nyasa Nightweaver, there are no foes within sight of you.
Right.
Just to be clear, Lone Walker, I think probably everybody else, you saw me disappear. Lone Walker, you heard several steps of footsteps going up the stairs, away from you.
Okay, well,
Okay.
that answers my question because I was wondering if I could run upstairs and kill some paintings. But if people have gone upstairs, maybe not.
Upstairs is where we want to go. We have to kill these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus, I've got a spell that can really help when attacking invisible people.
What? I didn't. Oh, wait. Actually, I was gonna say they're invisible
your
as far
fancy
as
eyes.
Lone Walker goes. Are they still? Can you see invisible people? Townley, is that your current upgrade of your magic eyes?
Don't think I can see invisible people yet.
Okay.
But I do have fairy fire, which will do good in like in a 20-foot cube. If they fail a dexterity roll, they'll be outlined in green light, and then we can kill them pretty easily.
Nice.
I will also. What level are you all at this point?
5.
5. I think probably any of the magic users among you would probably know that most magic invisibility is contingent on not attacking or casting a spell. So usually when somebody makes themselves invisible, it's only temporary until they do something hostile. So just in case that matters to your tactics. All right. Sorry, we interrupted James' turn. What is Nyasa Nightweaver doing around this situation?
Let us throw caution to the wind and run up the stairs.
All
Yes.
right. Tell me how many feet of movement you've got, I guess. So the stairs is probably 10 feet away. And then
I
you can probably
do 30, but I can also dash as a bonus action.
let me show you what's up the stairs so you can, as you come up the stairs, right?
See what you could have won.
Yeah, see what you could have won. All right. So I'm just going to move your token a little bit. So Nyasa, you, I imagine it's a 10 feet up the stairs, 5, 10, 15, 20. I think you're probably about at the top of these stairs with a single move action. Looking around, you have popped up into the third floor of the tower. Just seems to be one open room. And I'm not going to lie to you, the room is not great. It's filthy. It smells bad. The air grows cooler around you as you reach the top of the tower, Nyasa. The putrid scent hits your nostrils. This might have at one point, a long, long time ago, been like an elegant bedroom. It is, the words that come to mind now are soiled and ruined. There are some murals of Soon, goddess of beauty, lining the wall that have been defaced with dirt and filth. There are 3 kind of beds spread out around the large chamber, but they're really kind of like they started life as beds, and somewhere they have become. When does a bed become a nest? These are answering these important philosophical questions, because each bed is kind of topped with a heap of bones and scraps of fabric and hide and pelts of animals. There's some empty crates scattered around the chamber that are kind of furniture. And it looks like there's a decent amount of stuff strewn around here that has that, unmistakable look of things that were belong to people who have been killed and their stuff taken from them. Like there's just like there's a crate full of like backpacks and a crate full of swords and stuff, and it's like this is not someone who ordered a sword delivery. That's just where they're stacking up swords.
But, I mean, at least they're sorting everything. I mean, that shows something.
It makes our looting convenient.
Are there any obvious paintings?
There are no obvious paintings in this room. There are the murals of Soon that are all defaced with filth, but there are not any obvious paintings. There are lots of crates and boxes. Certainly some of them could hold a spell.
Okay. I don't know what my likelihood is if I just throw random knives around, or whether I should torch some of the crates.
You have an action left, I believe.
Yeah.
And you are at the top of the stairs.
Okay.
Torch a bed.
Yeah. Okay. Good plan. Fire has done me well this far. I am gonna firebolt the large bed in front of me.
Okay. You know, I don't know if there's a lot in terms of flammable material there, but it kind of catches fire and is sizzling. Does not look like the bed was occupied.
Well, at least it's I'm cleaning up, if
Yep.
nothing else. Okay, I have got a bonus action. I can hide. So
I would say that your options for hiding are very limited here on the spiral staircase that you are currently on.
Okay, yeah, I guess I can't. Well, I can dash. No, because now we're in the same situation that they were in, and I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to dash into the room while I have the opportunity using my bonus action.
All right.
And I will go over there.
All right. As you kind of cross the threshold at the top of the stairs, your foot steps upon something worked into the floor at the top of the landing here that immediately kind of glows. You catch a quick view of a glyph igniting as suddenly a magic spell is you triggered a magic trap here, Nyasa. Acid kind of gushes forth from the glyph, spilling down the stairs. You're going to need to give me a DC 13 dexterity saving throw to not be coated in acid. And hey, Lone Walker, as you are listening at the bottom of the stairs, sounds like running water, and suddenly a spurt of acid comes splashing down the spiral staircase in the direction of your feet. It's like the worst slip and slide ever. Give me a quick DC 13 dexterity saving throw also.
Okay.
Oh, dexterity.
Yep.
At least dexterity is my thing, so this should be okay. Yes.
DC what?
13.
I got 16.
Oh, what if it's an inanimate object? Does the tie still go to the inanimate object? Because I got a 13 on my save.
13 is what you need to do to get the saving throw.
Oh, okay, cool.
So unfortunately, you're still going to take some damage. You get splashed. Each of you gets splashed with acid damage. You're going to take 11 acid damage.
Ooh.
That's what success looks like.
I am going to use Stone's Endurance to reduce my damage.
Got it.
Would you say I could see this acid?
I guess you could see it, yes.
Because with my uncanny dodge, I half the damage.
No, it's not an attack, if that mattered. Or
well,
you were doing a save.
I'm looking up what it says.
Okay.
For
uncanny dodge.
Yeah. Okay. No, that doesn't work. It's an attacker. It needs to be an attack. So
yeah,
mine is only related to damage, so I am still able to do that. How much damage was done?
11 damage, and then
all
you negated some of it.
Yes. All right. I will.
All right. Jasper, Valente, and Townley, you see just like a green acid roll across the floor of the kitchen. I imagine some of you are already on tables and whatnot, and I'm going to say that you have enough time and space to get up on tables as the kitchen floor is now sizzling. I mean, I'm not a general contractor. I don't think there's enough acid to worry about the structural integrity of this kitchen floor, but the cosmetic damage to it is immeasurable. So
it seems like a health code violation. This is a business.
At the very least.
Yeah. All right. Nyasa, you have run through the acid and taken up a position on the far side of the chamber. That was a very long turn.
Yeah. And I think I'm in a strategically poor place, but we'll see.
Valente, you are in the kitchen. There's some acid on the floor. It's sizzling. You don't have to worry about it unless, I don't know, are you barefoot? Well, you should be walking barefoot.
I'm not barefoot. I have really good boots on.
Mm-hmm.
So
really
I can now,
boots.
After that initial, I can now run up the stairs without.
You absolutely can.
Okay, so I am going to do that. And pause at the top of the stairs to assess. Can I see Nyasa?
Yes.
am going to use. I'll ask her. What should I do? What's going on?
Well,
Nyasa.
I think I just got rid of all the traps for you. There's a bed on fire, nobody on it. There's probably some invisible things in here. So try setting some things on fire or...
Okay, so you did the bed at the bottom?
I did the big one.
The big one? Okay. I'm gonna cast a sleet storm for fun.
Just, a little fun.
Just
a little funny haha.
So, but I'm gonna do it in a different area, even though I think probably the sleet storm could put the fire out. Let's see. Can I see the whole room, or can I okay?
I imagine that this was because it's the top floor. I imagine that you kind of
open space.
Yeah, you come up to an open space there is how I imagine it. So there's kind of
feel free to fire at the general area next to me, just in case.
Sure. So do you want me to go next? You know what? I'll go in those boxes next to you, but not
me. Yeah.
Not you.
I'm putting some blue stuff on the map, except I think I put it on the layer you can't all see because I'm great at this.
Okay, I'm just seeing what am I doing with this? I think it's 20 feet. It's 20 feet tall with a 40-foot radius. So it's gonna take a large section of that kind of side of the room and make it
40 feet
slippery.
Feels like a lot of the room.
Yeah.
I mean, just so long as it's
that's
not
the
me.
whole tower.
Is it? Okay, so maybe
radius is the whole tower.
Yeah, that is the whole tower.
I don't want to do
Annette. Some of these are outside spells.
I know. I was thinking it was 20 feet.
I mean, if you can target on a specific point and you targeted it against the wall, then it's not going to be
half the tower.
Right. It's half the tower, but it's not the half I'm in.
Can we do it that way? Is that allowable?
If you targeted...
Tell me which side of the tower you're covering.
It's going to be the side of the tower that is opposite where the flames are.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is ice now. I think I drew a box that no one can see. This is ice now.
Squiggles.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Which makes it difficult per terrain, and they will be all slippy slidey.
If there was somebody invisible in that area, would they have just gotten hit with ice? Or is it you turn the floor to you turned the floor to ice?
There's they don't get damaged, but they're not gonna it's gonna be all
okay.
They have to do a dexterity saving throw to move.
Yes. So you touch the ground and a sheet of ice emanates out from you, covering half the ground.
Yeah.
And can I suggest that it also goes up the wall?
And up the wall and a little bit on the ceiling. We don't have a budget here.
Depends how low the ceilings are.
Yeah. So half of the tower is half the third floor of the tower is on fire. The other half is frozen over. And in between is Nyasa and Valente.
Yeah.
I wonder
slowly killing themselves.
Too. I bet their parents were just thrilled all the time.
A lot of trips to the emergency room.
Like the bad version of that Disney movie about sisters.
Do you want to melt a snowman?
Valente, you all set?
I am. I think I've used all my actions.
Jasper, I have an important question for you as a monk. Are you barefoot or do you wear little sandals?
I think I have sandals. They're not armor, but I think I've got, basic ground protection on. I was wondering briefly as the acid came down if we were going to have to do are we going to have to search the kitchen for baking soda? Are we doing some acid-based chemistry? But are my sandals enough?
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So my move 40 feet.
40 feet.
40 feet. So I can get up to the top of the tower and off to the side a step, I guess.
As you arrive at the top of the tower, it appears that the hags knew that you were coming, Jasper, and have coated half of the floor in ice to make it hard for monks to move around.
I'm like, don't go that way.
Yeah,
it's very icy.
Also,
it's visibly icy. Yeah,
don't go
it's
towards
not secret
the fire
ice
either.
I think I recognize the fingerprints of my compatriots.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't really have anything I can do. But I do know that I need to be up here.
All right.
Let me just double check to make sure. Yeah, I don't have any yeah. So I'm just up here and ready to
I mean, you could kick
whatever,
a bed or
I guess.
something.
I'll just wait. I mean, I can't do anything ranged, and those look nasty. So
that's
fair. You know.
Townley, how do you feel about the kitchen?
The kitchen is boring now.
Yep.
Can I get from where I am now? Oops. To right here, so I can stick my head up and at least see. All right.
I would say that probably takes 25 feet of movement to get there.
Great. I'm going to cast Fairy Fire.
Okay, tell me how this works, or at least where, like how much do we have to care about where in the tower to go, or is it like the whole tower?
It's each object in a 20-foot cube, which is a 4x4 situation.
So that would be like slightly more than a quarter of the tower. Is that about right?
Yeah, I'm going
kind of a pizza
to
wedge.
Base it where I am and go like that.
Okay. So you cast Fairy Fire. Can you remind all of us what Fairy Fire does?
Each object within range is outlined in green light. It looks amazing. Any creature in the area when the spell is cast is also outlined in light if it fails a dexterity saving throw.
There are no creatures in that square.
Very well.
Ooh. Except me. Do I save?
Yeah, Jasper is illuminated in green light. Yeah.
Well, that's bad news for
pretty.
you then, because any attack roll against an affected creature or object has advantage if the attacker can see it.
What's the save on it?
Dexterity 15.
Yeah, I did not save.
Right. Sorry about that.
It's not who you choose. It's just who's there.
Right. Each creature in the area and each item, like I say, is now outlined. If they wander into it, that's bad news for them. And any affected creature or object cannot benefit from being invisible, which is why I cast this spell. But nothing happened.
Well, you know there are no creatures over there. Lone Walker.
Well, Lone Walker is going to go upstairs to join the group. I guess I'm kind of stuck right there. And I think I can do a little bit of... Oh, darn it. No, I've lost it. Where was I? Detect. Let's see. Okay, yes. For the duration, you know if there is an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you, as well as where the creature is located. Similarly, you know if there is a place or object within 30 feet of you that has been magically consecrated or desecrated.
All right. So what was the name of the spell you're using to do this?
Detect evil and good.
Well, I will tell you that hags are fey. They are from the Feywild. And you are aware that there are 3 invisible hags all staring down at the cluster of you in the middle of their tower. I guess I should just make them appear on the map where you see them, right? Because you know exactly where they are.
I know exactly where they are. Yeah.
All right. So these creatures are invisible. I imagine that Lone Walker would see them in kind of a slight alpha translucency. But there are 3 hags spread out throughout their vile lair here in relatively arbitrarily chosen positions by me that managed to not be in the place set on fire or in the place that had fairy fire dropped on it. And they all, I don't think they know that you see them, Lone Walker. They all look like they are getting ready to just drop spells on top of the area where the four of you are clustered at the top of the stairway there.
Okay.
If I have a psychic link to Lone Walker, do I know where they are? Or is that just...
I think psychic link means that you text message back.
Yeah, I was going to say text message. Could you, like, text me a picture?
No.
We did not subscribe to the MMS version of this service.
Lone Walker is going to run at Dread Morgan.
Okay.
And
you storm up into the tower in the direction of one of the invisible hags, choosing the path that does not lead across a sheet of ice.
Yeah, making himself as big as he possibly can as he just tries to intimidate her.
Okay.
I don't know if it'll do anything, but just wants to sort of scare Dread
And do
Morgan.
you have enough movement to do that after?
Oh, let's see. So I was at the stairs and went up them. How much movement was that?
You've used 15 so far.
Okay, so far I've used 15. Then from here, 5, 10. Yeah, definitely I've got enough movement.
Okay.
I've got enough movement to be here or be here, so that's running up.
Okay. You run in the direction of the invisible hag that only you can see.
Yes, and I'm looking directly at Dread Morgan with for Goliath, a pretty scary look on my face, and as I said, sort of making myself as big as I possibly can. And may I roll for intimidation?
Yeah.
Okay. I can't.
All right.
I can't. I hate these. I'm not rolling this way anymore.
Okay.
I'm turning off Beyond 20 right now.
Micah rolled an 8, listeners.
Listeners.
Micah rolled a 3 plus 5, which is relatively impressive intimidation bonus. But that's chances are was insufficient to intimidate an invisible hag. Well, you have found your way to the top of the tower in this final confrontation with management, but you have gone from a impressive standoff in the kitchen to basically, you've set up a murder box in the top floor, and it's not a box from which you murder, it is a box in which the hags intend to murder you by just dropping spells on top of your head. What horrible magic incantations will they drop upon you? Will you be able to survive? Will you be able to figure out the secret of these paintings? Will you return management of the spa to one Sylvari? For answers to questions such as these, tune in next time to Total Party Kill. Live stream/bootleg. We are going to take a very quick break and then hopefully conclude the adventure, but at least play another hour-ish. Annette, remind me, when's your heart out?
At quarter after 3 or 4 or 5 or whatever.
Well, in the so you have time for a short break and then an hour, episode. And that's it. So we may or may not wrap up. I think we'll be pretty if we don't finish, we'll be extremely close to it. Everyone take a couple minutes and grab a beverage, and then or whatever you need to grab, and then we'll do stuff. Okay. Micah?
I wish one of us had access to Dolly too, because then we could have it make the paintings.
I do have access to Dolly too, but I ran out.
You do?
I ran out of credits generating pictures of pandas. I mean,
if I had access, I would have run out generating photos of chihuahuas. So I totally understand.
I'm taking that bridge.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Be right back.
All right. Back. and we've got
We
a
are
ticking clock. So I think we should do the thing. So I'm just going to jump right into it. Everyone is still recording. We're still on YouTube, James. Let's do the thing.
Still recording. Yes.
Thank you, Micah.
Yep, me too.
Monty. Thank you, Monty. Thank you, M Dame. I just think of you collectively.
The M's.
Yeah. Welcome back to Total Party Kill. It's me, Tony Sindelar, a dungeon master. I use he, him pronouns, and today we are continuing, possibly concluding, the Candlekeep adventure, The Price of Beauty. We are in the middle of combat. Allow me to introduce our players in initiative order as they are possibly murdered by a coven of hags that they have come into conflict with. First up, it's James Thompson. Hi, James.
Hi, I'm playing Nyasa Nightweaver, a high elf rogue ex-assassin who really wish she'd paid attention on how to see invisible creatures.
Well, the answer is you can't see them, but you can smell and hear them. Also joining us, it is Annette Weirster. Hi, Annette.
Hello, I am playing Valente, a elven druid. We are both she, hers. I am also an assassin and sister to Nyasa.
Next up, it's Aline Sims. Welcome back, Aline.
Hello, I am Jasper the Tabaxi monk. We both use she, her pronouns. I need to get out of this square so I'm not glowing green and granting combat advantage. That's my to-do list for today.
Also joining us, Monty Ashley, everyone's favorite Monty. Take that, Monty Belmonte. Monty, I don't know if Jasper leaves that square, is that enough, or having been in the square is bad?
Leaving the square is enough. This is static cube of glowing stuff.
Thank you for allowing me to interrupt your introduction with a question. Now joining us is Monty Ashley.
Hi, I'm Monty Ashley. I play Townley Mountain Taker. Both of our pronouns are he, him. Townley is a warlock for the Queen of Air and Darkness, a archfey.
An adventure hook I promise to someday deliver on by the year 2030 or earlier. And last but certainly not least, everyone's favorite pal on the internet, Micah Sargent.
Oh, hey there. I am playing Ajguri Lone Walker Mako Tatahani, known as Lone Walker, a Goliath Paladin. He and I, as you might have guessed by that intro there, both use he, him pronouns.
All right. So our adventurers have fought their way to the third and final floor of the tower built outside of a spa that is more than it seems because a priestess, Silvari, set up this spa in the wilderness to just offer services to help people, just live their best lives. And sometime in the past, she was pushed out and imprisoned by a coven of hags, Dread Morgan, Vile Sansa, and Auntie Greenbones, or as they are sometimes known, Greensong Azirsa, and the third one. Sorry, Morgana. Morgana, elf name, hag name, Dread Morgan, Greensong, aka Auntie Greenbones, and Azirsa, aka Vile Saza. You know what's great is having 3 NPCs that also then have separate names, so you have to store 6 names in the old head, and you got to line up those names with other names. It's great for Tony's. But yes, you have fought your way to the top of the tower into the hag's lair itself. You've popped up at the top of a spiral staircase where the hags are lying in wait. They are invisible, but they all become visible as they cast spells attempting to destroy all of you from the kind of, killing zone that you have all placed yourselves in. So let's see here. I think first thing that's going to happen, there's going to be 3 different spells. Auntie Greenbones looks across the tower at Nyasa Nightweaver, and she has identified you as the threat. I'll remind you that Auntie Greenbones is bloodied, has taken some damage. The other 2 hags have not. And Auntie Greenbones is going to cast Dominate Person on Nyasa Nightweaver, attempting to turn her into a thrall to the hag coven's will by turning what they see as the greatest threat among the group into a weapon that they will use to slay everybody else.
I'm frankly
let's see here.
insulted.
Yeah, well, you know,
Do any of them look mad about not having swords? Is that a possibility?
they do not look mad about not having swords. They look like they are magic casters.
Who owns those swords?
I think people that are no longer with us. Oh, who owns the sword the swords you threw out the window?
That I have on my back. Yeah.
No, I mean, some listeners or some players may be able to do some figuring out based on who sleeps where, because this is clearly the hag's nest. Because you threw those out from somebody's a bedroom on the first floor of the tower. So I'll let you think about that. But anyway, the Auntie Greenbones casts Dominate Person on Nyasa Nightweaver. She attempts to beguile a humanoid she can see within range. You must, Nyasa, succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or be charmed for the duration, which is a while.
So this is being charmed. I have advantage against being charmed.
I was going to say you also would have advantage because they have already been hostile toward you. So you have advantage against being charmed.
Okay. I can also, if I fail any of these things, I can use my psych. Well, let's look this up. If you fail an ability check using a skill or tool.
Not an ability check.
This is not an ability check.
No,
Yep.
okay, just double checking.
Yep.
Because I've got a whole lot of psionic things that I've never used.
Double ability checking.
Roll your saving throw already, Stoller.
So this was.
I mean, remember, James. If you succeed, all of that rules wrangling is moot. So, yeah,
it's called building suspense. What?
Roll the die. Specifically, roll 2 die and take the higher.
Okay, I got 18.
All right. You briefly have kind of a mental image of the hag kind of forcing you to slit the throats of everybody. You get to decide the order on that. I'll leave that up to the player. But you shake it off. These are some pretty impressive spells the hags are chucking out at you. They tried to make Lone Walker dance forever. They tried to take control of Nyasa Nightweaver. But yeah, James, because you have succeeded, do you now need to do any more rules lawyering, or are you done?
No.
All right, good.
Can I now see her?
Yes, she is visible.
Okay.
So, all right. All the hags are become visible as they cast these spells. Dread Morgan was kind of hiding over in one corner, and you charge in her direction, Lone Walker. She is going to point in your direction and cast Blight on you. You must make a Constitution saving throw.
Gladly. Oh, you're not even going to tell me what the save is.
It's a 12.
Sometimes you roll low is a thing that happens. So I got 4.
All right. This is bad. You feel yourself racked with necrotic energy as the blight spell, it's like stuff inside you is withering a Lone Walker. This does, say it with me, everybody, 8d8 damage.
Oh my god.
32 damage to you, and if it matters, it is necrotic damage.
I'm just making sure I don't have any sort of special thing.
Yep.
We should have just enjoyed
this. Isn't a
spell.
disease, is it?
It is not a disease.
Okay, that's just okay, yeah.
It would have no effect if you are undead or a construct, so backstory. But if you are a
Wait,
plant...
I just remembered.
Yeah.
If you were a plant, it would have been even worse. So, be careful with those backstories.
Ooh, I do have some reactions. Let me see. Okay, no. All right, so this was how much again? Sorry, 32?
32 necrotic damage.
Oh, we're fine. It's fine.
Are you? Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm lying.
Oh, how bad off are you?
I may have 5 hit points left, is what
All
may
right.
be the case for me.
Okay.
Vile Sansa has not cast a spell yet. She is looking around. Lone Walker looks like he's in bad shape. I feel like Valente and Townley are probably just a little bit hard to see positionally because of where they were, like
We
in the
are both
stairwell.
glowing.
Oh, okay.
I'm not glowing.
Valente's not glowing. Townley, Vile Sansa is going to point in your direction, and you have just enough time to recognize the same spell that was cast on Lone Walker. This is Blight, and in your direction.
Go ahead. I was going to counterspell it, but I ran out of spell
So
slots.
original. Oh.
You're out of counterspells, or
I'm out
Not
of
the
spell slots.
counterspell.
Yeah, I'm a
all
warlock.
right. The Blight spell heads in your direction. You need to make a Constitution save. The number is 12. Just gonna roll 8d8 here, Eddie, just for fun.
Go ahead. I got a 2.
You
a 1 plus 1.
Oh,
Wow.
you take 35 necrotic damage.
I am out.
Good God.
I was gonna say you are a warlock. I feel like that would be bad for you.
It is
kind of
bad
spell
for me.
is this?
It's a spell. It's good. You know.
It's a ridiculously powerful one.
Blight is it's a good spell. I'll tell you. And monsters use the same spell book that all of you do. So that seems like maybe something that we could see from Townley in the future if Townley lives. So
My fairy fire goes out.
oh. So I'm just gonna just give you kind of a little bit of a breathing thing here. Is that like 2 people have taken a significant amount of damage. Townley is unconscious. Lone Walker is badly hurt. There are 3 hags, one of which is already badly hurt. I don't know. Do any of your characters know much about hags?
I mean, I've traveled a lot. I feel like
They're
But I
Fae,
wrote-
right?
Yep, they're Fae.
I mean, sorry. Continue. I have a thing too. You finish. I just wanted to confirm that.
I was
I'm a
just gonna say I could
druid.
roll a history check, but I don't have like a particular background beyond like probably heard rumors on the countryside.
Lone Walker's Fae touched,
Mm.
so would maybe have some knowledge of that.
All right. I'll let you roll stuff on your turn as free actions to see what you know.
If I were
Nyasa Night-
conscious, I would argue that I know lots of Fae things.
Oh yeah, Queen of Air and Darkness.
Where's
you
your
still
queen
know
now?
them. Yeah.
Oh,
Nyasa Nightweaver, you are first. You are not dominated. Half the floor is covered in ice, and there are 3 hags hurling spells at all of you.
Okay. I should go after Auntie, but if I go after Dread Morgan, I can do more damage. What do we think? I can do my if I hit, I can do my 4d6 plus whatever against Dread Morgan, but I can only do a
More
little.
damage is good, I think.
Yeah.
I would attack Auntie Greenbones first if you can and kill her, and then Dread Morgan, and then Vile Sansa.
All right, I'll give it a go.
It does reduce a spell.
Yeah. All right. I am going to. Well, I will try my psychic. Well, no. Will I do psychic blades?
James.
Actually, wait. Question: has Dread Morgan been injured?
No.
Not
The
at
only
all.
one that's
No.
been injured is Auntie Greenbones, which
Okay.
is why I think we
She's
should focus
bloody.
her out first.
I know she's bloodied, but I just couldn't remember if we'd done any to Dread Morgan or not.
And I'll just remind you, these are substantial creatures. They're challenge rating 3 if you needed a number. You're not going to, it seems unlikely that a single hit is going to take out a bloodied hag.
So I can firebolt Auntie for 2d10 damage, or I can do 4d6 plus 4 against Dread. Best case.
And which are you going to do?
Well, let's take out Auntie. Let's see if that works. Because why not? That is 17 plus 2, 19. Will that
19
hit?
to hit. Auntie Greenbones gets fire bolted from across the tower.
Yep.
Oh, she says to you.
Carefully shot so as not to melt the ice underfoot. So that's an 8 and an 8. 16.
All right.
Yeah, 16.
Auntie Greenbones looks as if she is having a rough day.
I am going to hide behind these boxes.
Okay. Valente.
Okay, I'm going to
Health is a
start
team resource, James.
I know. With a...
So is
And
hiding.
if you'd hid first, then you would have had sneak attack on that attack.
Yeah.
I'm going to start with doing my bonus action to do a healing word on Townley.
Okay.
And that's 11 points.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We don't want you to die. Unless I decide.
Sure.
Then, well, you know, someone's got to pay me and I can't be your friend.
Goth make the best friends.
Assassins. Let me do a moonbeam now on anti-green bones. Can I do the one's a bonus?
Moonbeam's an action.
And yeah, this is an action. So what happens?
Are the rules about casting 2 spells in 1 turn?
I don't know.
I think you can't unless it's a cantrip or something.
Okay. Then I will throw my knives. I have 2 knives. So first knife, 11.
It clatters against the ice.
And second dice, 10.
It clatters against the one that already clattered against the ice. Double clatter.
That is it. That is my turn.
All right.
I think I am going to just move over here to kind of spread us out.
All right. Jasper, welcome to the battlefield.
Yeah. Okay. So tell me about the
ice over a bunch.
Yeah.
Don't ask me. I didn't do that. That was.
It was like that when we got here.
Valente, tell us about the ice.
Difficult terrain.
It is difficult terrain.
Okay.
So you need to do.
I think it's actually worse than difficult terrain. Difficult terrain would just cost you extra movement. I think possibly this requires a dexterity check to traverse it. Is that what it is?
It does. Yes.
So, which on the plus side is like your bread and butter, right, Jasper?
Well, so if I wanted to, I just want to move into the square that's adjacent to Auntie Greenbones here, and it's only half ice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I don't really want to.
Sorry, it also means that if someone is concentrating on a spell, they have to do a check to see that they can keep concentrating.
No one is currently concentrating.
But they are not. Yes.
Yep.
No, it is just difficult terrain.
Oh, okay. Then it just costs you a little bit of extra movement, Jasper. I thought there was something about people falling down on it.
If they are there, oh no, if you're there for the first time or you start your turn there, then you have to make a dexterity save. Yeah. Sorry. Yes, it is a dexterity saving throw. DC 13.
Okay. So I need a recap. I got lost somewhere along the way.
That was because I explained
That's
that
okay.
poorly. It is difficult terrain when you enter the area for the first time or if you at the start of your turn.
Okay.
You must make a dexterity saving throw. If you don't, you fall over.
Then they should have done that at the beginning of their turn.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
So
I have rolled that. What do I have to get on my dexterity saving throw?
13.
They both failed it. They both had to use their move action to stand up.
So
they started their turn. And then
just a little bit less dignified.
Yeah, then stood back up and then hurled horrible spells at you. Also, I believe they would have done that while invisible. So only Lone Walker saw them, and Lone Walker was faced the other direction. So Jasper, you are entering the ice. Roll us a dexterity saving throw. You have to get a 13 to not fall down.
22.
All right, you skate right up to Auntie Greenbones.
Okay, so I'm going to first hit with my short sword. That is a 23 for max damage, 9 points of damage. And then with my other hand, I'm going to hit with my claws. That is an 18 to hit.
That'll do it.
And another max damage d20 final roll D&D Beyond. What is this tool I'm using? That's another 6 points of damage. Is she still alive?
She is not. Aline, tell us how Jasmine not Jasmine? No, wait. Jasper. Jasmine is Steven Universe character, I think. Aline, tell us how Jasper just slun. No.
Yeah, slun.
Slayed Auntie Greenbones.
I think that it's just a matter of, like the death by 1,000 cuts. It's just that last slash.
She has been stabbed. She has been hit with psychic knives. She has taken many an affront, and that last claw attack was the last one. As she falls to the ground, her body getting covered with like just a thin veneer of ice. Now Townley is still conscious. Is now conscious, having been healed.
I want to move back out away from the icy area, just so I'm not starting my turn back over here.
And again. So you do. Townley is conscious, and so Townley has the thought flicker across his brain. His knowledge of creatures of Fae origins knows that hags often operate in trios. It's basically kind of part of their way of being, in that hags are actually really bad at cooperating, and two hags would just fight and end up killing the other one. So they need a third hag as like a tiebreaker, and any more than three, somebody gets killed and they end up with three. But that hag's magic is deeply, deeply tied to the power of the trio. And were somebody to take off one leg of that stool, as it were, they would no longer be able to cast many of their most powerful magical spells.
I tell everybody, always three there are.
Jasper, you have moved back. You've attacked. Are you done?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Done.
Townley.
All right. I gingerly step up, walk over to the boxes, and look Dreadmorgan in the eye and blast him with Eldritch Blast.
All right.
An 11 and a 19.
19 will hit.
10 points of psychic force damage. Sorry, force.
All right.
Pew!
Pew! Dreadmorgan is hit by psychic damage. Force damage. Anything else?
Can I look through this crate next to me?
Yeah.
What's in this crate?
This crate is full of shoes.
Oh. All right.
Some of them
I got some loot, guys.
Some of them might still have feet in them.
Ew.
Hey, guys, I think these hags were creepy.
Yeah.
They nasty.
Lone Walker, you are badly hurt, but you are face to face with the hag Dreadmorgan. What do you want to do about it?
Well, so this is the problem, is that I had an idea and then I remembered that I was about dead. So I think I need to address a little bit of that.
Second wind is always an option. It is an action.
There's second wind in 5th edition?
Am I making
there is
that up?
for fighters. I don't know that it is for paladins.
I don't think.
I think you're remembering Gamma World again.
Gamma World.
Oh God! You know what's great is playing multiple RPG systems in 1 week. It's just lovely. You're right. It's a fighter thing. I think of Lone Walker as a person who fights, but they are a paladin, not a fighter.
I think what's going to happen is there's sort of this light that shines above Lone Walker, and the room kind of brightens as all of my allies and myself included regain hit points equal to 2d8 plus 2, which I will roll in a moment.
Wow, this is a big spell for that level.
Yeah, it's a second level evocation called Prayer of Healing. So let me do that spell and cross that off. We each get 7 healing.
Delicious.
Everyone
Thank
can
you.
Add
Very nice.
7 HP to their dealy. And here's a question for you, Tony. Were one to use a teleportation spell, would one trigger an opportunity attack in doing so?
I believe teleport does not provoke.
That is great to hear. Lone Walker is going to suddenly just disappear from his current location and reappear next to Jasper.
All right.
And that is the end of Lone Walker's turn.
All right. Team Hag is next. They're surveying the battlefield. Dread Morgan was like ready to attack Lone Walker, and Lone Walker teleported. So Dread Morgan is going to rush forward. She looks at you, Townley, and attempts to like cast a spell, and it like nothing happens. And she kind of looks at her hands and then lashes out to claw you. Let's see here. Claw attack. I have rolled a 16.
Oh, well, that'll hit me.
13 slashing damage as her claws rip across your torso.
Oh, dang, that hurt a lot.
Over on the other side of the tower, Vio Sansa starts her turn in an ice field and falls down. Spends half her movement getting back up. Does she have enough movement to get to Lone Walker? I think just barely. It's not very impressive. She kind of like limps across the ice and realizes that she has no magic left and must attack Lone Walker just with her claws. Lone Walker's in bad shape. This could go bad. I have rolled a claw attack. I have rolled a not so impressive 13 to hit.
Versus AC?
Yep.
You will not hit.
Her claws scrape across your mighty armor. Nyasa Nightweaver followed by Valente.
Has anybody been hit of these two?
Yes, I hit Dread Morgan.
Then I shall concentrate on her. Knives. I pop out from behind a box. Everybody's very surprised.
What?
I believe you have combat advantage then, or sneak attack, or something.
I get a sneak
combat
attack.
advantage is not a thing.
You get advantage on the attack, and because you have advantage on the attack, you get sneak attack damage.
Yes. So does that mean if I have advantage on the attack, I'm rolling twice?
That's
yes.
what advantage means.
I'm just checking.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that sounds good. Because I rolled a 4, which was not good. And that is a 16 plus a 7. That sounds...
It hits.
Excellent. 4d6.
46.
46 damage. It's 46 plus 4. But anyway, that is 8, 10, 13, 17 damage. And
all right,
a second knife arcs across because I'm a show-off. And that is 20. So it does hit.
Mm-hmm.
A show-offy assassin. Interesting.
I know. It's and that is 1d4 plus 4 damage, which, I'll take. That is... God, it's too dark. Okay, that's a 1. So that is a 5 damage.
All right. Things don't look great for Dread Morgan. All set, Nyasa?
I'm going to hide. No, I can't.
All right.
I can't hide because I did my...
You can hide.
Can I? Well...
Oh, right, because you did a second attack with your bonus.
Yeah. I don't think I can hide.
All right.
I'm badly hidden behind a box.
Yes.
Yeah.
You were behind a box. Waist high cover, but you are standing up.
You wanted to see how well you did, so you're
Yes.
oh.
Valente, Jasper, get ready.
Okay, I am going to throw an ice knife at Dread Morgan.
All right.
15 does not hit, I think.
It does not.
So then I'm going to move forward a little bit in vicinity and try to hit her with my scimitar.
All right. Was ice knife like a bonus thing? Is that what it is?
Well, I have 2 weapon
Okay.
fighting, so I can do a second attack.
Okay.
For 12 points. Also completely helpful.
It is helpful if you stand next to Dread Morgan. I can get advantage next time.
You're welcome, sister.
All right. All set, Valente?
Yes.
Jasper is next, followed by Townley.
Yep. Okay. So I'm gonna move so that I too can do a melee attack.
Mm-hmm.
Short sword first. That's a dang 10.
Oh.
Claws next. That's much better at a 25.
Nice.
Rolled a 1. I'm gonna take this opportunity to use a key point, and I am going to do oh shoot, where'd it go? Flurry of blows to make 2 unarmed strikes. I'm going to make 1 unarmed strike. 16 just misses, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. But what I'm going to do instead of a second attack is I'm going to reach out and touch Townley on the shoulder. And use my hand of healing to touch him to heal him for 1d6 plus 4 hit points. That gives you another 6.
Thank you.
And that's my turn.
All right. Townley, what will you do with your fresh hit points?
I will toll the dead on Dread Morgan. Please make a wisdom saving throw. Your target is 15.
All right. Target is 15. Dread Morgan has +2 to wisdom. Has rolled an 8, which does not get to 15.
Excellent. Then you're taking 2d12 of necrotic damage.
2 to 12.
God.
I'm sorry, Micah. Can we still be friends?
We can still be friends.
13 points.
13 points of necrotic damage. Dread Morgan is bloodied by that necrotic damage. Anything else, Townley?
Nah.
Lone Walker, you are next. You are on ice, so I need you to make a dexterity check.
You're on ice, buddy.
Yeah, you're on normal, safe amounts of ice, but I mean, it's a thin sheet of ice, but then there's ground right below it. So,
Dexterity saving throw?
Yep.
13.
All right. How's a 10 sound?
You fall on your tuchus. If you want to stand up, which I recommend, it costs you half your movement.
Oh, okay. Only half my movement?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really just embarrassing.
Well, it's half your movement to stand up, and then if you try to move anywhere, that's also half your movement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will stand, and as much as I'd like to attack Dread Morgan, I don't want to get attacked by Vile Saza by doing so.
Mm-hmm.
So I am going to attempt to strike this vile creature.
All right. You know 17 is what you need to hit it.
I do know that. Oh my god. And 2 Warhammer strikes ring out, and yet somehow both miss.
Smash into the ice.
Yep. Lovely.
All right. The hags are next. I will tell you, it was very fun to rain down horrible spells against you, but it did leave me with all kinds of tactical choices to make. When they can't cast their spells, they can still cast some spells. Fun spells like Minor Illusion and Dancing Lights, which are not going to help in this situation. So all they can do is claw you. Dread Morgan is focused on Townley. I have rolled 21. I feel good about that. And Vile Saza has rolled a 16 against Lone Walker. That seems not great against a Paladin. Townley, I'm assuming I hit you.
Sorry, what did you roll to hit me?
I think I rolled a 21.
That will hit me.
And the hags are mean. You take 13 slashing damage.
No, leave Townley alone.
13. You say, well, I'm out again.
No, I'm sorry. I'm putting the little knockdown symbol on your token. From Nyasa, you are near a box.
But I think I still get sneak attack because Jasper and Valente. Does it count if Townley is next to her and unconscious?
Townley is not threatening when they're unconscious.
Well, anyway, I've got 2 other people, so I will attempt to attack Dread Morgan. And I have rolled, that's a 15 plus a 7, that is a 22.
That hits.
46 damage. Plus.
Is that just the sneak attack damage?
Yeah.
Well, what about the weapon damage?
No, the sneak attack is 3d6 on top of the 1d6 I normally get. So it's 3d6 plus 4 for them. Okay. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 15 damage.
All right. Things aren't looking great for Dread Morgan, but still up.
And then
might take 2 hits to go down.
The knife of just sort of rubbing salt in the wound. I'll throw another little knife.
Little knife, just a teeny
just
knife.
A little one.
It's like a big thumbtack.
It's just a baby.
Which is that is 20.
Yep.
But that's tiny, so that's 6 damage.
All right. Valente. Sorry.
No, I can't do anything. I'm just like hanging behind a box.
Yep. Just really soaking in that crate. Goodness. Like a 90s first-person shooter. Yep.
Okay, I'm going to use my bonus action right at the gate and try to get Townley up again with my healing word.
All right.
With 8 hit points.
8 hit points to Townley.
Yes. And then I'm going to use my scimitar. And I have 12. But I realized I've been holding on to an inspiration.
Can't take them with you.
Why am I doing that? So let's use that inspiration.
About that.
Did other people remember they may have had inspiration too? Would you roll on that?
An 8.
Oh.
So, yeah, no. I really can't roll.
You know, it's better that you used it than that you all died without it being used. That would have been embarrassing.
It's true. It would have been.
Jasper.
Sorry, I'm just thinking now about times where maybe second wins in certain games would have been useful.
That never happened.
Yeah.
There's no recording. Recordings from that are.
Repeat last time. 20 to hit. I like that much better.
Yeah.
Rolled the 1 again. So that's 4 points of damage, but I'm going to slash with my claws. 19 to hit for 2 whole points of damage. Going to use a key point. Unarmed strike. I'm trying to move quick.
Yep.
That's a 12, which is a bummer. I feel like I have my announcer voice on. And gonna reach out, touch Townley on the shoulder again, and I'm going to heal him for another 8. That's my turn.
Townley, you've been healed twice. You're conscious. You're on the ground. You're welcome to stand up.
Sorry, am I still unconscious?
No, you've been healed twice.
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
I have 16 hit points, I think.
I'm sorry. I was assuming I was unconscious. So, okay, I'm going to toll the dead on Dread Morgan. Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. I have rolled. Ooh, I think I've succeeded. Sorry, team. I rolled an 18.
Well, you succeed, and because Toll the Dead is a cantrip. That means nothing happens.
Oh, Lone Walker, roll to see if you fall down.
Oh, my lord, why didn't I move? Oh, I know, because I didn't want to provoke an opportunity attack. That's not how Lone Walker sounds, so I don't know why. All right.
Got a little Bugsy.
Oh, nice. 20 minus 1. A natural 20 minus 1 is 19. So I think I don't fall.
You don't fall.
Yay! And now we're going to strike out yet again. Oh, you tease. It showed an 18 and then it changed.
That's how dice work.
Yeah.
So they have several sides.
Can you use inspiration to reroll any roll?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I was thinking. I just want to be sure. So we're going to reroll that roll. Oh, you keep doing this to me. It's like it was on 16 and then it was like, no, actually. Okay, a 20 hits. I remember that.
Yes.
So we will do this damage plus we will expend a spell slot to add some radiant damage of 2d8. So that was 10 plus, there you are, 1, 2, roll. Ooh, yeah. 10 bludgeoning damage, 13 radiant damage.
That's 23 damage total.
Yeah, against Vile Saza.
That is a lot of damage for a paladin to put out. Okay. Vile Saza is furious at you, Lone Walker, and if your turn is done, she will attack you.
If my turn is done, I believe it's done, but I just want to make sure I don't have any more of those nice soul.
I've already rolled the die.
I do have one more Misty Steps left as a bonus action. And this will be a good time because then I don't have to worry about these stupid ice anymore. So Lone Walker, one last time, disappears from where he is and reappears behind the Dread Morgan.
All right.
And now that's all Lone Walker can do.
All right. Vile Saza lurches forward, still kind of on some of the ice, lunges at Valente, rolls a critical fail, so does not hit. Dread Morgan is clinging to life, and she lashes out at Townley, and she has rolled a critical 20 to hit you, Townley.
That's fine.
Townley, you are going to take 26 damage. I think you're down again.
As I go out, I whisper, "Finish them."
All right, Nyasa.
Fly, you fools.
Badly injured Lone Walker is now within striking distance of you, should you want to consider your options. But your friends would encourage you to attack and kill Dread Morgan.
I'm gonna go after Dread Morgan because I have all these useful people grouped around her. So I get my sneak attack. It's not really a sneak attack. I mean, I've done it every turn, but that's what the rules say. That is 16 plus a 7, which will hit. Ha. 46 plus, what did I say? 4? Yeah, 46 plus 4. That is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13 damage.
You have slain Dread Morgan. Nyasa, what happens to her?
I think because I'm standing behind her and she is facing towards the others, basically the knives are just going to come out of her eye sockets.
Why did I ask you?
And
Nyasa, would you like to throw your little knife at a Vile Saza who's across the room?
of course I would. And I have rolled not particularly great. 15.
15 doesn't hit. It clatters across the icy floor. Valente.
I made somebody's eyeballs explode. So
you
You did.
that is how skulls and knives work.
it's psychic damage, therefore it goes in the brain. That's
Okay. Valente, followed by Jasper. One hag remains, though she has only taken, I think, one good hit so far.
Well,
What is a
I just
good
rolled a
hit?
21.
All right. Is that
My
a scimitar attack? Yeah.
Yes.
Roll some scimitar damage.
5 points of damage.
All right.
And I think with my bonus action, I get Townley up, or should I try to hit again?
Get Townley up.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Can't have too many healing words left, can you?
Nope. But I still do.
I want Townley Conscious to see this. He missed the whole knife through the eyes thing, so I thought he would appreciate that particularly.
Because it's eyes.
Yeah. I mean
this
that's an
time it is
assumption
only
that you're just.
I think he's
4
pro
points.
anti-knife destruction. Sorry, what did you say, Annette?
4 points.
4 points.
4 hit points for Townley.
All right.
Okay. Townley, you snap back into alertness. Is this the third time?
It's
Poor
like
guy.
third time.
Yes.
Yes.
Back from the brink of death? Yeah.
I have definitely got a concussion.
Yeah, you are getting frequent flyer miles on the way to, wherever followers
we're
of the Queen of
gonna-
Air and Darkness go.
We're going to dump you in that spa pool at the bottom when we
Yeah.
get down there.
These spirals that are always in my eye are even spiralier now.
Yep. They're going now. They're going counterclockwise. Jasper, followed by Townley.
Yeah. All right. Well, I want to stay in arm's reach of Townley. Doing the same thing again. Been saving my key points for just such a moment
Mm-hmm.
as these many moments.
Yep. So many moments.
Mhm.
So many moments. Short sword 17. Yes.
That hits a hag.
Rolled another frickin' 1. So that's 4
Oh,
points
man.
of damage.
Those ones.
My claw attack does not hit. Let me mark off my key point here so I can do my unarmed strike. That's an 18 to hit. Another frickin' 1. 4 points of damage. And roll my D6 to heal Townley a little bit more, so you get another 6 points of healing
Oh.
power, Townley.
Thank you. I'll try to hold on to it.
Yeah. Don't spend it all in one place.
And I am not a rogue in this game, so I cannot disengage as a bonus action, so I'm just gonna chill out right here so I can get hit next.
All right, Townley, you are alive again.
I'm going to fire 2 Eldritch Blast at Vile Sasha.
Do it.
One is a 13, but one is a natural 20 for a total of 28.
All right, you did your
Nice.
double damage on the 20.
Well, I will once I roll the dice.
Okay.
10 points of damage.
10 total.
Yes.
Got it. All right, good news for you all. Vile Sasa is bloodied. I suspect that she will live for but one more round.
And I would like to
Oh,
move.
okay. You used half your move to get up from being on the ground unconscious, but you still have
All right.
several squares to go. I assume you want to go not next to Vile Sasa.
Yeah.
There's a smoldering bed you could crawl up in.
I'm going to go over here.
Filthy
There's some
smoldering bed.
lovely crates full of discarded belongings you can cower behind.
Yeah, I'm going to cower behind them and get like
Yeah.
partial cover or however that works.
Excellent.
Let me tell you from the crates at the top, not very much.
No, these are the good crates over here, James. You went to the not so great northern crates. Southern crates, the best crates. All right, Lone Walker.
Yes. Let's see. So I've got all of my movement now. 5, 10, 15, 20. All right. So we'll swing around here and go for a hit.
You walked onto the ice there.
You
Oh,
want to
son
go
of a
below?
gun.
You want to go
Yes.
below her, so you're not on.
Yeah.
I think there's a path that you could take to get up by Jasper.
There?
That
Okay.
is not
Yeah.
not a treacherous across the ice.
I keep
fields.
forgetting about the
the ice fields of the
I could
third
stop
floor.
concentrating on it.
No, it's
All
nice.
right. So you said 17, right?
Yep.
Okay. So the first swing misses. And the second swing misses. Warhammer. Not going to hit.
All right. Vile Saza is next. And I will be honest, I don't know who she wants to target. All three of you are there. I think she's lashing out kind of wildly because she is bloodied and the last of her sisters. I'm going to roll a d4 to determine who gets hit. And I rolled a 1, which corresponds to Valente. Valente, a claw attack coming your way. I rolled a 21, which I feel pretty good about.
That does hit.
13 slashing damage as her horrible claws rip across you. Nyasa Nightweaver.
That scars. I'm angry.
I don't see any point to
just
do.
Put some club soda on it to keep it from scarring. I think that's how that
There's
works.
a whole spa. We can do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am just gonna do the same thing again because it's literally my one good attack. So I have rolled a 19 plus a 7, which I'm highly confident about.
We don't do math on 19s, James.
Just want to say it's plus a 7. 46 plus 4. So that is quite good. That is 10, 14, 19, 23 damage.
All right. Wow. Big attack. Valsaza is not looking good. It's just a question of who is going to murder her before she gets her a turn.
Don't forget my tiny knife.
Tiny knife.
The tiny knife bounces off a wall because I rolled.
All right. Valente, followed by Jasper.
Okay, I'm going to roll different dice to see if maybe this will help.
Yeah.
Oh, critical fail. So one scimitar move does not work. And 12. So I prove my worth again to the group.
Mm-hmm. Jasper.
Yeah, well, I'm just going to go ahead and mark off my key point right now since it's all the way at the bottom here. We're going to do short sword number 1, rolled a 2. Gonna ignore that. Try the claws. Got a 12. Going to go for the unarmed strike. 16 for 22 total. We like that better. Yes. That's 9 points of damage.
Oh, that's a big unarmed strike.
I'm gonna reach out to Lone Walker here. Since he is quite tall, also standing on a bed, gonna touch him on the forearm. 6 points of healing.
Nice.
And damage.
Yay.
To help out a little bit. That's my turn.
All right. Townley, I think one good spell would take out Valsaza.
All right. I'm going to Eldritch Blast, I guess.
All right.
Got a 17 and 11.
17 hits. Tell me about damage. Is it enough?
It's not. It's 2. 2 points of damage.
Yes.
Lone Walker, if you don't slay Valsaza, she will take out her vengeance upon one of you.
Oh, so close with that.
Could do it.
19 to hit.
Yeah, come on.
All right, so
tell me about damage.
Hold on, I'm doing the first one, which is 5, and then I need to use my last spell slot to add some radiant damage to that. And so now I need to roll 2d8, which I'm trying to do. Nope, that's a d12. Where's the 8? There's the 8. And roll. So we do 16 damage total.
And the final sister of the Hag Coven is slain by Lone Walker. And it is quiet again in the here in the Hag's lair at the top of the tower. You spend a little bit of time poking around among their belongings. It does not seem like there are any paintings here on the third floor. There is all kinds of junk that they have probably scavenged from their various victims. Honestly, you probably don't want to spend any more time up here on the third floor than you have to. There is a ring of keys, which in fact probably multiple rings of keys among the three sisters, which presumably would let you into any of the other locked parts of the spa. And there is, somebody might want to grab, please decide quickly, a spell scroll of Spell of Clairvoyance. that they had in their belongings seems like the object most of value still kicking around here. I would imagine that
Feels
you
like
don't.
a Monty thing.
Yeah.
I would like to cast Detect Magic for free with my magic eyes.
With your magic eyes, you know that there are magical paintings right below you on the second floor.
Oh. Hey guys, I'm gonna grab this scroll if you don't mind. Anybody can have it.
Be my guest.
The paintings are the floor below us.
Yes.
I can see them.
Let's go.
All right, you head down to the second floor of the tower. The stairs take you into the kitchen, but off of the kitchen there is a locked room. The key, some of the keys on the keychain let you in here. And this is a very sad looking room. This is clearly a room where they keep their prisoners. Glitter, the Kobold is here, as is a Dragonborn that I think at least one of you met in the lobby of the tower before, and they are sleeping on just these incredibly wretched like mats on the floor. And there's kind of a weird disconnect between the kind of squalor that these prisons have been kept in on the sad straw mats and these beautiful fancy paintings set around the prison that they're in. There's 4 of them here. The paintings depict a brawny female golden scale dragonborn warrior engaged in battle. Just imagine kind of like a very comic book cover, golden dragonborn with their fallen enemies all around them. A tall male tiefling with sparkling violet eyes, not auburn, not blauburn, violet, wearing draped in golden chains and jewels. A youthful male shield dwarf dancing at a feast on top of a table, who bears an uncanny likeness to Falthrax Loader. Though the dwarf on the painting is much younger, he has distinctively auburn eyes. And then a radiant female moon elf gazing upon her own reflection. Lone Walker, she bears some resemblance to the
Medusa?
To the Medusa you met in the basement of the abandoned shrine. So this might be Sylvari. So I think it's fair to conclude that the 4 paintings are unknown. You have not met her, but the Dragonborn who was sweeping up, the Kobold who was in charge of locksmithing and other duties around the spa, Falthrax Loader, dwarf / dishwasher, and the doomed Sylvari. So 4 magic paintings up on the wall. I think the last thing that stands between you and the end of the adventure is, can you deal with these magic paintings in a way that will not harm you and not harm the people they are painted of?
I believe we had to destroy them with magic.
Yeah, that's what I remember as well. So I don't have much magic that would do.
I think my psychic blades are magical.
Somebody give me an Arcana check. I'm thinking possibly people of magical, persuasions, especially Townley.
I got a 9.
I got a 24.
24. Oh,
I heard
moly.
somebody say 24, and
that
24.
was the Valente. Yeah.
Valente, you study these paintings. You also find elsewhere in the tower. They happen to be on the first floor. There's they have their studio where they paint. The hags have all these vile supplies they use to create these paintings, and you basically kind of study this takes an hour, but studying the paintings, studying the supplies, you want to do this right. You believe that you could attempt to physically destroy the paintings, but there is the chance that you will take a psychic backlash from them if you are unsuccessful. You know that the only safe way to do this, which is not convenient by any means, would be to basically paint over the paintings with fresh blood from a celestial. Any celestials here?
I'm sorry, what?
I'm telling you, Micah, angel blood would just wash this whole problem away.
That's the only way?
Well, that would be the safest way.
Oh.
I think
safety is for chumps.
Yep. Let's just
somebody who is they do seem like they basically the magic nature of the paintings. They rebuff some of your kind of like simple attempts at attacking. It seems like somebody could attempt to kind of somebody with strong physical abilities could just like try and tear the frame of the painting into pieces. Just
I gotta try it.
Do it.
Thus breaking the spell, but it could be extremely harmful for the person attempting to do so.
Oh well, if there might be yeah, go ahead.
Does anybody have like buffing things? I'm looking to see if I've got things that.
I mean, how are your
like
hit points
sandpaper?
Right, sorry.
And this will basically require one person to kind of magically concentrate, and another person to do a strength check.
Okay, yeah, I'm wondering if we've got like bardic stuff where we can.
And you remember, you can help if two people are doing strength together. They give advantage to whoever's the primary person.
The two strongest people, let's go after one of the paintings.
Yeah. Technically, as long as one of you is strong, is the funny way that helping works. But, thematically, it makes sense that you'd have the two strong
Can
people.
we take a short rest while all this investigation is going on?
It took Annette or Valente an hour to figure this out, so you've all taken a short rest.
Beautiful.
Hit dice.
All of the victims, Falthrax Loader, and so on, are basically magically compelled that they themselves cannot harm the paintings.
I would suggest that we start with this painting. And he points to the painting of the woman that he thinks he met in the basement.
Silvari. Yep.
Yeah, Silvari, thank you. Would someone here like to assist me in destroying it?
I would.
All right, so I will get advantage on this strength check. It's just a straight up strength check or strength saving throw?
Strength check. Do you want to know what the number is? Because it's high.
I do want to know what the number is.
The number is 18.
18. Holy moly.
Someone's helping you, so you have advantage.
All right. I got a 20.
All right.
Yes.
You tear the frame of the portrait of Silvari while one of your friends is kind of magically concentrating to make it possible. And it is a weird effect, Lone Walker, because the painting, the very physical nature of the painting is magic, and it like at first it kind of stretches and distorts against your physical prowess, but eventually it's enough and it just kind of snaps and the whole painting tears, and it basically, having broken the spell, like just kind of like deconstructs itself into its material components, and you realize that the you're holding just like these horrible components of the painting. The canvas of the painting is some kind of humanoid skin. The paints themselves included various creatures' blood, and it's just in you. I imagine you might immediately drop it. Do you want to attempt the same recipe on the other three paintings?
Did we want to tell Silvari that we were doing that?
Nah.
Too late now.
All right.
Yeah, I think so. We'll go to the next one. I'll try. I mean, eventually I'll fail, of course, but
I have a plan for when you fail.
Okay. All right.
So,
do you care which painting you do next?
it's going to be Blob. What? Go ahead, Monty.
I was going to say, Fanthrax, the dwarf.
Fanthrax. Dwarf, you're here to get.
So 11 on the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Ha-ha! 22 on the second one.
All right. Falthrax is you see him kind of he's been kind of standing in the doorway by the kitchen, and he's like, you can see his he's a middle-aged dwarf, but had his life essence kind of siphoned off by the hags, and he just stands up a little bit straighter. It's just his hair is changing from kind of gray to salt and pepper. Do you want to push your luck? 2 more.
Push your luck.
Yeah, do it.
We will keep it going. Here we
No
go.
whammies. No whammies.
No whammies. No whammies. No whammies. No whammies. Stop. That was a 15.
And
that was a 20. I rolled a 17 on the die.
All right. I'm going to say that was glitter. There's one painting left. The painting is of the Dragonborn. You perhaps in the intervening time you met her. Her name is Gorba. She is, an ancient, but not actually ancient appearing frail Dragonborn. Her painting is the only one that's left.
Okay, here's the first one.
Mm-hmm.
It was an 8. And here comes the second one.
Yep.
It was a natural 20.
Nice.
All right. And so the hag's spells are done. You have destroyed the last of their kind of magical control over the over the spa. You head down the stairs and out of the tower into the clear mid-evening night. And they just the cool air just feels a little bit peaceful and calm. You are interested. Faltharax would like to head back to Candlekeep as soon as you can if you're available to escort him. Silvari pokes her head out from the abandoned shrine and looks, her eyes adjusting to the starry night sky, but probably the first she's seen of not a basement in many years. When one last figure emerges from the spa, it is the spa attendant, Safe. And he is accompanied by a large dog that had been sent with him, and he's he's coming down the path in your direction, and he says, "Oh,
where are my swords?
Bonne nuit. I was how you say locked in a closet for a couple hours, and it occurs to me, perhaps one or more of you has been seeing. I have some swords I've misplaced. Would you be would you be knowing anything about that?"
No.
Lone Walker doesn't say anything.
He looks. Saith kind of looks around at you and just stares at Lone Walker very intently. No. Mm-hmm. Safe transforms. He is suddenly he grows a tail. His skin turns a reddish complexion. His horns sprout out of the front of his forehead, and he says, "Oh, I am sensing there is a change in management. He looks down at the dog. The dog transforms into a hellhound.
Oh my
It's kind of breathing fire, clawing at the ground, and says, if you are ever in Avernus, look me up. Bonsoir," and disappears in a cloud of brimstone. And that is where we will end our adventure. You have won the price of beauty. You have leveled up, and all that is left is to figure out which of the sisters or possibly Silvari will run this spa, and which of you will head onward into other adventures, because running a small business from a distance, it's just really not possible. People, look it up. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for playing. This has been Candlekeep Mysteries, The Price of Beauty. The end.
I'm going to go hang out in that pool.
I will say Valenthy and Nyasa have eyes on this place and plan to...
There are probably some spas that are more conveniently located.
We
There
like
can't
this
be.
spa.
This has portal books everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, the whole place of it's a honeypot trap, which is perfect for Assassin Sisters. So I think, we're going to offer
I don't know if you want to be. I mean, let me just say. I think there's probably a scenario where your silent partners and Silvari runs it.
Yeah, I think that's
you want
the
to get
idea.
in the day to day. Yeah,
I
right.
think
Like that's not.
We're more big picture stuff, and like financial backing. It's not the minutiae of what's in the buffet.
I have a whole table from the Dungeon Masters Guild, Dungeon Masters Guide on running a small business. My adventures in another adventure run a bar. It loses money about 50% of the time.
Well, it's fine because this is really a front for an assassination thing. So
I'm just saying, I don't think you want to run a small business. What you need is a small business that's beholden to you. Take a tip from the mafia. Don't get involved in the day to day. So.
Could
All right. I was attempting to wrap things up before Annette left. I know Annette had to dash, so that did run slightly longer, but I hope that was still a satisfying ending as we fast forward to do that. Great job at making it easy by succeeding on all those checks. And yeah, Mike had a question.
Remind me, Aline, your character's name?
Jasper.
Could Lone Walker and Jasper have a quick little scene?
I'm cool with that. And the editor could even add it into somewhere in the episode.
Cool. Okay, so I guess, some people are off in the pool, going about their business, and maybe Lone Walker walks into... where would Jasper be here if Jasper was still at the spa?
That is a really good question. Probably out in the garden examining the plants.
Excellent. Okay, so Lone Walker approaches Jasper as Jasper's kind of looking at the different plants and says, "Jasper, may I have a moment?"
Sure, what's up?
"I wanted to thank you for your assistance in that battle. Without that bit of health there at the end, I am not sure that my otherwise sturdy frame would have, maintained the necessary structure. So I thank you for that."
Yeah, it's what I'm there for. I like to hit things and help people.
Indeed. In fact, your ability to hit things and help people has been an inspiration. One of the great cultural gifts of a Goliath is the culture of nicknames, of special names one carries with them as prideful moments they can share with others. It is why I am called Lone Walker. And if you would allow it, I have a nickname for you.
I would be honored.
Jasper, I call you Fleet Claw.
Aw. No, I have to keep Jasper forever. Thank you, I'm honored.
You are most welcome, and I thank you again for your companionship. All right, that's all.
The end. Yay.
We're all slightly bummed we didn't get nicknames, but we don't show.
Well, you gotta earn them. It can take time. So, well, thank you all for playing that adventure. I think we are good to wrap up. I'm closing my zillion tabs of stuff. James, you want to take us off YouTube?
Yeah.